Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between OldGreyFace and Grenedina on Ruins of Seras. This is a subscriber-submitted replay labeled only Masters Diamond Crazy ZVZ, so I hope it lives up to its billing. Alright, on the top right side of Ruins of Seras, we have the red Zerg player. It is OldGreyFace. Kind of a weird name, but I like it. In the bottom left of Ruins of Seras, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Grenedina. Grenedina. It's like grenade and kind of like, what's another name I'm thinking here? Gertrude, perhaps? I don't know. Grenedina. Going for that gas first build, though, is Grenedina. Interesting play. Meanwhile, red Zerg is going for more standard, probably a 15 hatch. This is what we're looking at. This could be an aggressive opening. But again, it's a 4-player map. Your opponent could be here. They could be here. They could be here. But they are here. But if you don't scout properly... There we go. It's going to be an early speedling attack, possibly with banelings. But, like I was saying, if you don't scout properly, you're not going to find the base in time to really do enough damage to punish this 15 hatch that OldGreyFace did go for. So, I don't know. Buckle up. We'll see what happens. Both players just going ahead and getting workers right now. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance to kind of plug my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome. This is Falcon Paladin. I do daily Legacy of the Void cast, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 a day if things get really crazy. But you can also find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all / Falcon Paladin. But again, basically, submit your replays to me. At this point, I'm kind of requesting higher level replays. I have had a little bit of lashback on some of the Bronze League level replays that I've had sent to me that maybe weren't that great. I might try to get somebody to kind of screen my replays for me. If you're interested in doing that, let me know. Send me an email at falconpaladin@gmail.com and I'll send you what I get, and you can send me the really good stuff and we'll get that cast, because I just don't have the time to watch them all and cast them all. I do have a full-time job. I do have 3 kids. I do have a wife I need to pay attention to every once in a while, so you know how it is. Either way, let's get back on into the game. Spawning pool popping up. We do have the gas as well for OldGreyFace. Queen popping up. And Baneling Nest. Yeah, so this is a 1-base Zergling Baneling attack here from a Zerg player who hasn't actually really scouted. He knows the opponent is not here, but could be here. Could be here. You don't know. Are we going to scout? No, we're just using these lings to kind of sit here on the ramp. So, I mean, OldGreyFace, I think, has the upper hand here. Definitely with the expansion. That is very, very nice to have against your Zerg opponent if you are a Zerg. It is 30 to 26 harvesters. Definitely ahead on the worker count there. There goes the inject, the auto-inject from the Queen. Oh, again, this is from possibly an earlier patch of Legacy of the Void where the injects are automatic. But there is no, what is it, no mules and no chrono boost at all for the other races. So if you're wondering where this is, that is where this is. Running on out, the lings are fast, but they're not really being used that well. Not scouting super fantastically. Taking the Zelnaga Watchtower is a red ling on each of these for OldGreyFace. So playing this super well is our red Zerg player. Blue Zerg again, here we are, surprise! Oh wait, no, never mind. Nothing there, so you must be here. Haha, there are a few lings to defend against this, but no banelings, no roaches on the way. We're going to use queens as well. Going to come down to some really good micro. Oh, and we're slowlings too. Oh boy. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so here comes some slowling against fastling micro. That is never good. Getting a surround on this queen. Killing it very, very quickly. And bam, being forced to pull drones off the line to deal with this. And pushing back the lings. Okay. So not bad there. GreyFace did lose a queen. Did lose maybe a couple lings there as well. No lings have been lost for OldGreyFace right now. 3 lings have died for Grenedina and getting those banelings. We're going to go for a baneling attack with a follow-up from speedlings. Going to be very, very dangerous. Here we go. OldGreyFace, don't clump those up. Don't clump those up. Don't. There we go. Dodging it just the last second. Going to attack. Leaving a few lings behind to take the baneling hits, but very smartly not letting his whole group get hit there. The banelings running on in to the second base. This is such a scary position to be in as the red Zerg player. The drones are trying to pull, trying to run. The baneling hits, though. Are they actually going to hit? No, they're going to try to make it all the way. Oh, okay, so more baneling hits up here. The lings are trying to snipe down the second base. They change their mind, go after the queen. The queen ends up exploding. And the Ling's going to fly right on in here into the main base and go to town on these workers. The drones are being forced to fight for their lives, and they do pretty well at it, getting a full surround on these Lings and killing every single one of them. More Lings try to pop out. They do get surrounded and killed by the Lings from Grenedina, however. Grenedina playing this pretty darn well. Having sniped off that base really puts them at a good spot at 20 to 20 harvesters as well. Grenedina not on a back foot after going for that one base opener whatsoever. Did enough damage to bring it even, if we're going to be honest. 8 workers died, 28 Lings died for Grenedina, 2 Banelings. Why does that count? Do Banelings that exploded not count as units lost? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, a lot of stuff died here for OldGreyFace, and now we're pretty much at a reset. Sniping down this base as well would be a huge pickup for Grenedina, but no, actually going to go for this queen, I think. Nope, but there are enough Lings here to chase those guys off. They run for their lives. Good creep tumor here. Going to help get additional viewing area for OldGreyFace as well. Coming up the ramp, though, here comes some Banelings. There are roaches. Please explode on us. Say the roaches. One of them does. One of them gets killed by the queen. And here we go. Banelings going to roll on into this middle line. The drones run for their dear lives. They say, please no. The Zerglings say, explode on us instead. And they do. The Banelings exploding on all of those Lings. 48 Lings have died now for OldGreyFace. But not that many drones, actually. Only 9 drones have died. So a bit better than you would have expected, considering there are Banelings like right up in here and right up in here 2 times already. The queen going to try to take out this overlord. Try to get as much of an advantage as she possibly can against Grenedina, and probably going to get it. I think the queen does have enough DPS. Yeah, down to under 50% now, and with some good micro, maybe not even that actually. 2 more shots. Yep, overlord ends up dead, and the queen has 2 kills. Now is a predator. So 2 base to 2 base right now, essentially. This base, oh, actually up and running. So 3 base to 3 base right now, 25 to 25. Grenedina is actually supply blocks with that attack, producing 4 overlords to make up for it. 6 overlords in production for OldGreyFace, saying, you know what, I have a lot of money, might as well make a ton of overlords so I won't get supply blocked anytime in the future. Maybe overmaking just a little bit. Macro hatch here coming up, very intelligent. In the current patch that this is from, the injects from the queens are automatic, but they only give you 2 extra larvae per inject, so it's not as much as you would get with manual injections in previous versions of the game. So a macro hatch can help get that larva production up, which is nice. There's the lair popping up as well for Grenedina. The question is, where do we go from here? You can't really go Ling Baneling and win, especially not with roaches out for OldGreyFace, as we have this entire ramp walled off. But maybe you can go mutas, maybe you can go lurkers. Are Ravagers good in one-on-one against roaches? I do not know. We'll have to see. Hydras as well could be pretty good. Lurker Hydra is pretty fantastic against roach, depending on your positioning and depending on if they have overseers or not. 3 spine crawlers at the front. Maybe a bit of a panic spine crawler grouping here from Grenedina. I don't think OldGreyFace has been anywhere near the base since an initial scout. Yeah, I mean, send an overlord in, but that is it. Throwing up those 3 spine crawlers is probably a mistake, if we're going to be honest with ourselves. Inject queen. Well, there we go. Man, catching her, napping on the job. Shame on you. Probably just waiting for energy, though, let's be honest. So there's a Hydralisk Den. Probably going to go Lurker Hydra here. Pretty fun. Catching some Banelings that were trying to morph. Those Lings tried to be sneaky, but the roaches said, we have an overlord overhead scouting you out. Couple Lings coming out just for the scout as well, trying to see what they can see, but I think they're going to get blocked off by these roaches. Woo! Acid Saliva does them in, and they explode and fly as far as they can. Queen, inject. There we go. Good queen. Look at my timing. I still have good timing, all right? Okay. Moving up the spine crawlers, just to check things here at the ramp, making sure if roaches try to come here, they will be at a disadvantage from that low ground. And actually should probably have a queen here injecting as well. Do we not have queens on these 2 bases? Little help? Injection? Maybe? OldGreyFace, you need queens, man. Produce queens. Your larva production is going to be super low if you don't have any queens on these bases. Alright, I assume we'll figure it out. Oh, looks like Grenedina is, going for that Lurker Den, as I said before, and just going to go mass roach here for OldGreyFace. I don't see a Hydra Den, I don't see Lurkers anywhere. We are getting a +1/+1 on missile attack and ground carapace. Very intelligent for sure. Grenedina not working on that, though. Hydras are 0/0, so Grenedina looking very strong right now. A lot of Hydras, 3 spine crawlers. This roach attack looks pretty scary, but depending on how long the spines last, I'm not sure how much it's going to do. Lurker Den is up, and having lurkers here would be useful as well. Morph lurkers! Grenedina, do it. There's an attack coming your way right now. Okay, making another spine. That's good. Okay, morphing a lurker. Another one would be good. What do they cost again? 5,100. You have enough to do it, for sure. All right, here we come. Roaches moving right up the ramp with the +1/+1 upgrade. Spines here. Enough to make them move back. I'm not sure if it's enough to send them home. As OldGreyFace sets up a bit of a soft contain here against the other Zerg player. Getting a concave, yeah, basically saying, you try to get out of here, we will kill you. Oh, the Hydra's moving right into that concave, and then backing out, saying, nope, just kidding, that is not where we want to be, but essentially blocked on 2 bases, a sneaky 3rd base is here. I don't think OldGreyFace knows about this. Nope, does not. Morphing more and more lurkers, though, and might try to make a push out with the lurkers. You can't really, like, run across the map all at once with the lurkers, especially with roaches on the field, but kind of a slow push. Leapfrogging lurkers bit by bit to try to bring these guys out. Might be a good idea. Hydra lit disc den of his own here by OldGreyFace, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Hey, a burrow party! Chasing the roaches away. Do we have burrow move is the question. Where's our roach warren? No, we do not. No tunneling claws. So can't burrow move, but can burrow, which can be handy. 4th base now coming up for OldGreyFace, but this base finished. Ugh, OldGreyFace, you should have scouted. You could have taken this out. You could have scored such a big hit against your Zerg opponent, but instead you did not. And now here comes a big Lurker Hydra push with like a Baneling mixed in for good measure. So I don't know. Here we come. The Lings trying to get a surround on that Queen and those Roaches before the main attack happens. Nope, not going to happen. Do we have an Overseer with this army? We do. Taking on these creep tumors would be pretty good. I think maybe burrowing here and allowing everything to... No? Alright. Never mind. Here we come. Lurkers burrowing a bit outside the range where they want to be, I think. Taking out creep tumors, though, but I think they want to be involved in this battle. Instead, the Hydras are alone. They do not want that to happen. Backing up to the relative safety of the Lurkers. Overseer comes in. Might actually end up dead. Yep, unfortunately, that was not taken care of very well at all. But, Lurkers. Wow, Lurkers tearing up everything. But they are getting focused down by the Hydras. And the Roaches, I can't quite tell what is happening in here, but I think the Lurkers are winning that one. Whoa! 10 kills, 6 kills, 14 kills, 5 kills, and 0. How do you have 0 kills? Seriously, man? 0 kills. Anyway, wow. So basically, OldGreyFace tried to move on top of these Lurkers and kill them, but that did not happen at all. That was a massacre for Grenedina. Well played there. So basically, don't run on to Hydras, I think is the recommendation from this game. Bad things will happen to you. So Hydra group looking pretty small, if we're going to be honest with ourselves. We need to send more reinforcements out. A whole ton of Overseers is... Wow, holy cow. 6 total Overseers for Grenedina moving up right now. Not sure what the intent of that exactly is. Did we lose those Hydras? Nope, they're up here, just checking for a 3rd base. But sneaky 4th base is actually down here, man. Do some scouting, friend. This base is up, getting those extractors. Oh, so important for Zerg. This queen is injecting on both these hatcheries. Do we have queens? We still don't have queens over here. Oh, that one does have a queen. Alright, so that's okay. Lurkers, man, moving up. Hydras sniping down creep tumors everywhere they possibly can. Doing okay with it. Oh, catching the Hydras out of position. Can they kill one? No. Hydra lives with exactly 1 hit point. No big deal. Hydra says, I'm cool with it. Ooh, Lurker count looking pretty intimidating right now for OldGreyFace, though. Both players are facing off across this bush rock pyramid formation thing. Who will make the first move is the question. Defended now, GreyFace is, so he's going to send out a Roach hit squad to try to kill what he can. Overlord's moving across the map for no reason other than I think they're rallied up there. But here we come. This Roach squad might might actually kill this base. Yeah, Grenedina can't really move into this and can't get back here to defend it in time. So, Roaches, this is your time to shine with +2/+2 upgrades. More and more Hydras moving out across the map here. Getting rid of those creep tumors would probably be a good idea. No! Hydras, no! What are you doing? Hydras, run! Hydras! Ooh, those Hydras died absolutely for no reason. Roaches in here taking down the hatchery immediately. Bam! Upgrades are good. Get upgrades. All the drones are pulled. Nope, they burrow. Very, very smart. Burrowing the drones to save them. The Roaches say, can we get up this ramp? The answer is no, because there are a bunch of spine crawlers and a bunch of lings. Not going to happen. Roaches check for a base here, but no. Basically, we have Grenedina stuck on 2 bases right now. So be very, very careful. But try to keep them on 2 bases. Don't overextend. And you'll probably win the game, OldGreyFace. That's what we're looking at here. Lurker versus Lurker action. This reminds me of Terran versus Terran sometimes when they go tanks. And it's like, who wants to move into the range of the tanks first is the question. And the answer is not usually anybody because it's super scary. Roach is here trying to make sure this base does not pop back up at any time. These drones are burrowed and not doing anything whatsoever. And Nidus worm? Nidus worm. So OldGreyFace says, alright, I may be contained. I can't really get out of my base this way. And I don't really want to run across the map to reinforce my roaches. So we're going to set up a Nidus worm. One of my favorite sounds. Where's the other end of that Nidus worm? Nidus, where are you? Nidus? Wait, is that just the opening? No. That built. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's somewhere. Nidus worm. Nidus worm. Ling attack, trying to take down this base. Not going to make too much of a difference in the long run, I don't think. Oh, there it is. Man, have I seen that before? Either way, base ends up dead. I don't think OldGreyFace cares about it. It's 197 to 116 supply. Slowly bleeding out is Grenedina right now. Overseer is moving back across the map for Grenedina. The roaches have done their job. They have denied this base. These drones could probably pop out and be safe, but they don't know that. Oh, they popped out. Quick test, they said. Nothing killed us. Make a hatchery. Hurry. That's what we need to do. And Lings come back on down. They are Grenadina's Lings, though. And this Nidus worm has actually been unmolested by Grenedina. Oh, there we go. Finally moving some Hydras back to kill it. Look how weak these things are. Boop. Ends up dead. Big push, though. Roaches are pushing everything back. We're not going to worry about the Lurkers. I think they swung around this bottom side. Very smart. Do we have +3? No, we do not. Getting glial reconstitution, though. Ooh, careful. Get out of the range of those Lurkers. You know what? I think if we got a surround on them and could see them. Here we come. Observers come. Or overseers, rather. Yeah, this is enough roaches to kill them for sure. So here we come. Roaches, they're going to take their hits, but they need to kill these Lurkers. Don't do the stutter step, though. Oh my gosh. I don't even have words for that. What on earth? Those roaches were... There were a lot of roaches there. OldGreyFace has lost 68 roaches so far in this game. 5 kills, 8 kills, 15 kills, 24 kills on this metamorph Lurker. Remember that part where I was encouraging you to attack into this, OldGreyFace? That was my bad, man. I'm sorry for making you lose all those roaches, but that was bad. Holy smokes. Alright, third base is up and running for Grenedina once more. The drones were burrowed and saved their lives, which is great news for everybody who loves this base. And I think it probably has some fans, the people that are watching this. Whoa! Mutaflock on the way. I didn't even see the spire come up. Gotta watch that production tab a little bit better. Here come the mutas. And I think they're going to do A-okay because there are like... Okay, a lot of Hydras here, but we'll see. Here come the mutas flying right over the Hydralisks, taking a lot of damage for no reason, but there we go. Now focusing on individual Hydras, they get sniped down immediately. Nothing left at all for anti-air. They immediately go after the workers and this hatchery. They're going to kill it because there's nothing that can respond to it. Grenedina also getting mutas of their own, though. And is the hatchery actually going to fall with 12 hit points? Yep, there it does. Finally ends up dead. Base completely gone. Grenedina is basically mined out here. Actually looking better than I thought, but really nothing mining at all. Another base coming up for OldGreyFace. Trying to make that economy happen. And what is this? A Ling counterattack. The Lings are going to take down this completely undefended fourth base. The mutas fly in to reinforce their Lurker brethren. And the Mutaflock actually still pretty big. So pretty darn scary here. No upgrades at all, but man, mutas are good in ZVZ. But here comes a Spore Crawler. Here comes some Hydralisks. Not quite enough to deal with it. They're slowly whittling away at this Mutaflock. Individual mutas are dying, but not quite fast enough, I don't think, for Grenedina. Another Spore pops up, another Spore as well, doing tons and tons of damage to these mutas. Another Spore back here. The Queen ends up dead. Focusing down the Spore, more and more mutas are dying everywhere. Mutas are flying around here. This base completely on lockdown as well. It is 69 to 156 supply. OldGreyFace is looking okay, but yeah, taking down the Spire, a pretty good choice as well. One last volley manages to take it down. This base is a complete loss. This base, I think, is still unknown. And it is. And moving across the map again, the Muta's taking out the spawning pool, taking down this queen. Can pretty much ravage the entire main base for OldGreyFace, and that is it. Grenedina calls the GG. OldGreyFace has won, and Grenedina has left the game. So, pretty darn good submission there. Thanks for sending that in. I have to assume it was OldGreyFace that sent it because they won. But regardless, this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Blizzard upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and what you saw today. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.